What's up, guys? Just resting a little bit, but I wanted to share something. For sometimes people don't realize how God can show you a glimpse of Him or how He operates in people or through people. Today, I was in church with the family, and there was a situation that's been going on for a week with someone in my house. And the person in my home has been feeling a certain way because of an injury. And the injury was like really severe. And the person was sitting there and just, feeling whatever they're feeling and uncomfortable. But the effort was put to go and hear a good word from the Creator and whatever sermon was presented. So at the end, it was mentioned to, if anybody wants prayer, come on up. God is going to give a healing or whatever. So I encourage the person, you should go up for prayer for that pain that you're feeling. Because what do you have to lose but pain? So the person said, all right, well, come up with me. So I went up with him. And then we had to wait because there was a lot of people that went up for prayer. Prayer requests, whatever it is. A lot of places of worship do that. So he went up, we were waiting, and then finally one of the brothers there were able to speak to him. So he explained and described where his pain area is, what's going on, that it's feeling horrible. And it's been, for a whole week he's dealing with this. And, went back and forth to the hospital, this and that and whatever. And, sent back home and still it's not resolved. So the brother says, if you don't mind, can you show me where it hurts? He said, sure. And he pointed to the areas. So the brother kneeled on one knee and he said, if you don't mind, can I just touch this area? So he placed his hand on a certain area and he prayed over that area. After the prayer was said, I was standing right next to them and I had my hand on his shoulder while the brother prayed. So after he finished the prayer, he asked him, how does that feel right there? And he paused for a second and he says, do you feel the pain? And he paused and he said, no, I don't. I don't feel the pain. He said, but I still have pain on the upper part. So he said, okay, we'll go in again. And he prayed again. I had my hand on his shoulder. The brother's praying and he moved his hand to another spot. Well, I could tell you something. When you're hearing a prayer and you're believing that whatever prayer is being said, and you believe in faith that whatever is being asked and requested, you will receive. You will receive it. Maybe a full instant answer, maybe a partial answer, whatever the case may be, you're going to feel something. So as he's praying for him, he asked for the Holy Spirit to come, and he said, Holy Spirit, come. Bring heat and warmth and move this pain. I command that pain to move out of there. I needed to get out of there. He was praying specific things. And as he was praying, I felt a warm and cold sensation tingling through me, going towards him. Not the brother, but the person in pain. And I had my hand on his shoulder. And it was like if something was moving through, just passing through. It wasn't scary or anything like that. It just was a warm, cold feeling. It was like a shiver. And it made me go, ooh. That's what I felt, basically. Like a little, ooh, like when you feel that little brisk, like something came through. And it left and it went to the other side, towards him. I felt it like come out my hand, go towards him. And then he finished the prayer and he asked him, "How does it feel?" Now, I may say, I want to add that when he went up for prayer, he was in so much pain that he looked like he wanted to cry. After the prayers, the two prayers were done, his eyes were very bright, very alert, very awake, and he was saying, "Wow, it's less pain. The other spot's still not hurting, but this is decreased." I tell you, he was sitting there for the hour of the meeting or whatever, and he couldn't figure out how to sit properly without the extreme pain that he was going through. And he was already on strong medication and wasn't doing anything. He went up for prayer, talked, and after the prayer, he was walking faster. And I told him, "You're walking faster." He goes, "Yeah, I am." So I wanted to share that because I don't know if he'll share it, but I'm sharing it for the simple fact that it gives testimony that when you go up in faith with something to God and you ask with faith, God can give you an answer. Sometimes it just may be a partial answer, just to reestablish something to you that, hey, I'm here, I'm hearing you, I'm listening, and I'm doing something in you and for you. So it is our job when God has done something good for us to, especially when we know it's from God, to tell others. Why? Because it glorifies God. It lets people know that God is real. And sometimes he could do things like that. Like, quick, quick, quick. Other times you may have to wait. It may be a delay. We don't know why. There could be delays for some prayers or certain things that we may ask. But in this case today, a portion of his leg was completely pain-free, even though it still had swelling. The only thing that is attributed to that is because a prayer was requested and a prayer was given, and the Holy Spirit came and assisted. It was requested, "Come, Holy Spirit, heal this. I command this pain to get out of him." We have authority through God to command things and to move things. If you walk in faith, not by sight, and you walk in faith, God gives you the power to basically like move mountains. Maybe you're not physically moving a mountain, but it's a figurative way of saying you can do things, you can accomplish things. Don't doubt the ability of what God can give you to do. When that brother prayed, he prayed in faith. He prayed with the intention of helping, and that he knew that God would help somehow establish this through him to whoever he was praying for. So when you need to pray about something, pray with intention. Be specific and know that God is hearing. And when you ask that Holy Spirit to come, it's going to come. It's going to help you. These are the experiences that many people have with God. And it doesn't matter where you're at in life. You can have it as well. Doesn't matter what walk of religion or whatever it is your faith is. When you act in faith towards God, he knows your heart condition. He knows what you need. He wants to establish something with you. He's going to do it. I have no doubt in that. So, be patient with God because he's patient with you. If he gives you an answer in instant, glorify that. If he delays, still glorify because he's hearing you. You're still awake to be able to pray. Think about that. I hope to help somebody. Don't doubt God. Trust him.